Right, what I'd like you to do actually is we're going to need as much space as possible, and I'll tell you why. The first few phases involve a little bit of movement, yeah? So the first thing that I'm going to ask you to do in a moment, it seems very silly, but is to move like this, like literally to swing your arms, okay? So just to make sure you're not going to knock drinks over and cameras over and things like that. The second thing, if you look this way, so you kind of have your legs, nice and solid. Right, the second thing I'm going to ask you to do in a moment, a bit like you're a tennis player, a bit like a tennis player like this, but you're going to stand up, is you're going to move your weight from one leg to the other. You're going to try and loosen up your hips a little bit. And then the third thing I'm going to ask you to do is, again, kind of twist it at the pelvis a little bit more. You're going to let your arms swing around your body. Yeah? It's like a very lazy aerobics class. Like geriatric aerobics. Right, and then I will ask you to do this. I'll ask you to put your hands, the backs of your hands out in front of you, and then to bring your hands behind your back. Okay, so you kind of open up your chest. You're going to stand a bit like this. And I'll ask you to put your hands on here. I'll ask you to make some sounds. It's all going to get very weird very quickly. But just go with it. And if you feel the need to laugh at any point, Welbear, then you just laugh. Okay, that's going to be a good thing. I'll tell you what this is. Basically, I've been working with a company in the US called Neuromore. And this guy wrote a piece of software that takes information from bio-tracking devices, so things like Fitbits, heart rate monitors, wearable EEGs, things that monitor your brain activity, mental channel, because this is like going out in Miami Beach and Florida and stuff, so it's like there's lots of yoga people. So this is kind of like, this is what I call chakravation. Yeah, so I'm sure you're familiar with the sort of Indian concept of energy centers in the body. And these are generally associated with colours. And you don't have to believe that they exist any more than I believe that the mind exists, but you're going to imagine them. Okay? And we are affected by adjustments. Make sure that you're balanced. You will not fall over. Your legs will support you. Have your weight spread evenly. Okay? And when you're ready, I want you to just close your eyes. Okay? And keep them closed. Assuming you're comfortable too. You may notice your eyes at times. You may even wish to open them now and again, and if you do, that's just fine. You can just reorientate yourself and then close your eyes again. As you stand there, listening to me, I want you to notice that with your eyes closed, it is easier for you to be aware of the actual experience of your body. Notice the feeling of your feet listening to me, noticing these clusters of sensations. Imagine now that your body is becoming semi-transparent, as if it was made of some kind of see-through material. However you imagine that is fine. So that if you were looking in a mirror, you could see into the body. You could see clusters of sensations coming and going, as if they were kind of free floating in the transparent space of your body. Now in a moment you'll be guided to imagine that this light transparent body is being filled with light from the ground upward, one layer at a time. And again, however you imagine this is fine, just let your imagination be guided by these words. Get a sense of the colours and enjoy noticing the changes as they occur. And for some of you, this will be a profound experience. Now, your first aim is to become more grounded, more aware of your connection to the earth. And you're going to do this while becoming more invigorated by taking some deep inhalations. So I'd like you to begin to inhale and exhale quite vigorously. And just continue in that way. As if your intention was to pump good, healthy blood cells around your body. And as you inhale in through your nose, I want you to just be lifting your hands palm up in front of you until they're kind of level with your waist. And then push your hands back down to the sides. So you're lifting your hands up and pushing them down. Up toward the center of your body and then down again. Just with each breath. Like you're working a pump. Now as you do this, continue to breathe in this way. Continue to move your hands in and then down again. And as you do this, you can feel the sensations in your feet and imagine that you are drawing in red light, almost like an energy from the earth, into your feet, into your legs, this red energy coming all the way up to the base of your spine. Keep breathing. Continue breathing in this way, moving your hands in this way as if you're working a pump. As you continue, you can begin to imagine that red roots are growing down from the base of your spine, like a plant's roots, down through your legs, through your feet, into the ground. And now imagine that you could actually smell the earth, adding to that feeling that you are becoming earthed. You're becoming grounded. That's it, you're becoming connected. Picture it if you can, or simply imagine how it feels to have thick red roots holding you securely to the ground. Keep doing it as you continue to inhale and exhale vigorously. Imagine you are drawing up deep red nutrients from the earth that are filling you up with strength, courage, passion, and you're enjoying feelings of stability, security, the sensuality of being connected to the earth. That's right, do this for a few more moments, breathing in that way, keeping your feet where they are. But now begin shifting from side to side a little. Shifting some of your weight from one foot to the other. It's like you're bending one knee slightly, putting some weight on that side, and straightening and bending the other knee slightly. But like a tennis player. And as you do this, maintain that sense of balance. And notice that even when you're in motion in this way, you are still completely connected with the ground. As you continue, you're becoming more stimulated. Your blood flow is changing. You have an increasing circulation of good, red, healthy blood cells, carrying energy around your system. You will be feeling amazing. Just continue. A solid base. Now bring that movement to an end and just be standing as before with your hands by your sides, but still feeling a little more full, a little more complete, even though you're at rest. Like this. And imagine that red from the base of your spine is now turning to a kind of orange as it begins to rise into the kind of pelvic area, the lower spine. As you breathe long, smooth breaths, just imagine this beautiful orange colour is filling your body in this area, in the pelvis, around the hips, the reproductive organs, all the way around to the kidneys, are filling up with this orange colour, this orange liquid. However you imagine this is fine, you're doing wonderfully. As you imagine this orangeness, that's right, I want you to begin gently twisting at the pelvis from one side to the other. allowing your loose arms just to kind of swing around the torso. One in front and one at the back, and then the opposite way. As if you're loosening up at the hips, as if you're loosening up at the pelvis, as if you're kind of activating this area of the body, awakening this area of the body. Just like being a child, just letting your arms swing and filling yourself up with creativity and enthusiasm for what you're going to do later on. Know that you can enjoy this gift that life is giving you. Just becoming more receptive to simple pleasures. Just like when you used to run and you used to play, you didn't care what time it was, didn't care what day it was. Just let those feelings be awakened. Now allow that movement to come to an end. And now I want you to imagine that colour continuing to rise and kind of turning. Know you're well, know you're protected. And see the yellow of this sunlight through your eyelids. Enjoy its yellow light. I want you to enjoy being bathed in this light. From your pelvis all the way up to the solar plexus, your body filling with this wonderful yellow light. Imagine your digestive system, your liver, the stomach is all being cleaned and cleansed. It's bathing in this light. You're opening up to it. You're yielding to it. You're drenched in it. And get a sense of yourself out there, being the person you want to be. Use this opportunity to know your true value. As you stand there, drenched in this yellow light, know your true worth. And recognize it is your right to be happy. It's your right to be happy. You're allowed to enjoy the happiness you deserve. You can enjoy that thought. Let it bring other thoughts to you that are positive, that are empowering, that are pleasurable. As you stand there, recognize how much room there is for you to grow into this sense of expansiveness now, this inevitable growth. And you can enjoy this recognition on the center of your chest, kind of level with your heart. And I'd like you to place the other hand on top of that hand. Let your breathing be at ease. As you stand there with your hands on your chest, feel the rise and fall of your chest. Notice it's happening automatically. Your lungs are drawing in air. They're oxygenating your body, breathing out, returning it to nature. Each breath is connecting you with the environment around you. You may even notice the beating of your heart. Enjoy that. As you feel that, imagine now that you are breathing in green light. That the area of your body is completely filling up with green. It's like a fresh, living green, and it's going to dissolve any tensions in your heart. Taking care of itself. It's taking care of you. Imagine that beat is connecting you with the beat of every other heart in this room, in this city, on this planet. It's a mutual appreciation of just how connected you are. Now as you stand there, staying present with your feet and your legs, all the way up past your hips and your waist, through your navel into your heart, you're doing brilliantly. And you continue to feel that. Let your attention now move up into your upper chest and your throat and your neck area. And I want you to begin to gently make that sacred sound Om. It's almost like a hum. Om. Om. You don't need to know what this means. Om. Om. Hum. Let this vibration go through you. Fill up the top of your chest and your throat with this blue light now. Just continue to make that sound. This is like a sacred sound.